Hi, everybody. Welcome to a Quickie with Miss B. Today is Enchilada Wednesday.
No! Burrito Wednesday. Enchiladas are a waste of time. You know that? There's nothing in them. You're like, did you really just wrap this around cheese and put sauce on it? Really? It's like a deflated. It's like something deflated.
One. That's pretty good.
They don't. There's not. It's like a taquito. They go, well, those are good. There's nothing in them. It's a tiny tube. It's like 7-Eleven food.
Tiny tubes.
It's like 7-Eleven food. You go, a quick question for you. How long's that hot dog been rolling on? I'm like, what day is it? It's Saturday. About 7 days. How long does it stay on there? 11 days. Get it? 7-Eleven?
11.
So it's been going for 7, but it could be up to 11. Well, what happens then? Then they're half off. You only pay $10 for that.
We start every day on the 7th day of the month. Yeah. And it goes for 11
seen that?
days.
Have you seen those things? Sometimes you stand there and you're like, oh my God, do people actually walk in? And I was sitting there once thinking, there's people that eat that? And a guy walks right in and goes, we got a dog. You're like, that's not even a dog.
It's so crinkly. I mean, the whole wiener is all shriveled up. Where are you going to put ketchup and mustard on it?
Because do you realize you just went the whole wiener's all shriveled up? Did you know that? You just did that? What are you going to do with that? The whole wiener's all shriveled up. You just put those things together in a sentence. You do realize that, right? What are you going to do with that? The whole wiener's shriveled up.
You can't put ketchup or mustard on it. It's like, you can't
probably
put
people
it in
that
a
are
bun.
happy about that. How you going to put that? And all those words were used in sentences. Well, that was fun. I don't understand the Nacho Center. You walk in, they go, wait a minute, that says Nacho Center. And they go, yeah, you're thinking everything you need in the world here for nachos to make nachos is here. You get there, it's a pump thing with little things of chips and a thing of cheese. You're like,
yeah.
So this is the Nacho Center. Welcome to the Nacho Center. You're like, so there's gonna be like stuff. They're like, well, it's cheese and chips, you know. Well, how do you call it the nachos? Why is there a big sign that says it's Nacho Center? Welcome. You're like, it's just that crappy cheese stuff and chips. Couldn't you remember they used to have that pump chili? I used to think that was crazy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You go to pump it and it wouldn't work. You know there's a bean stuck in there. And every time, you say, oh, yeah, there you go. It's all over me. You'd always see that drunk guy walk in and he just starts going. I got a little bit of chips here, but I want a chili. And they're just, you're like, dude, he's got the whole thing sag. He's like, this and a soda.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's like, where in the heck are the chips?
And the pizza that's bent up on the corners. It's been in there for I don't know. So you get 4 slices. You're like, dude, seriously, really? I'll give you $5 not to buy that. All right? Serious? I'm standing in line trying to convince people that's not that. No, see that they told you that's not a chicken nugget. That's nothing. I don't even think they know what that is. They just stick in the chicken nugget thing. I don't believe that's real. That might be a dust bunny. I don't know what that is, dude. I would not order that. You're looking at it going, it's crinkly, but wait a minute, is that like paper? I can't tell. No, that's a boneless buffalo wing. You're like, no, it's not.
Yeah, this just sounds appetizing. Crinkled wiener, shriveled pizza, and cheese out of a can.
Yeah. Welcome to 7-Eleven. Can I take your order? Do it yourself. I'm so glad I don't drink because I used to find those containers around the house and go, oh, I was that drunk. Oh, man. Oh, I'm going to have a hard time today. Mm-hmm. Oh, I really hope you're like, what did I eat? Oh, God, please tell me I didn't do anything stupid. Or those giant, 1.5 foot long burritos.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't believe it's $1. Like, well, I can't believe you're going to eat that. You put it in there. I'll run. I'm going to get two. And you're like, oh, man, you're going to be a mess.
I used to have the foot-long hot dogs, too.
Yeah, constipated for a month. Like, wow.
Oh, God.
I've eaten 26 boxes of fall fiber. I still haven't got this out.
It'll make you fart like crazy.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, I'm sorry, but I feel better.
If you could put that in your gas tank, it'd be full in no time.
Yeah. I'll roll the window down. No, the windows don't work. Well, we're trapped.
Oh, agony.
Yeah. That, you remember that 87 thing, the 87 ounce soda? They're like, you get a large soda, you're like, you're trying to hold with two hands, going, really? So, this is $1, but the hot dog's 12. I'm so confused. You got like a bucket of ice. You can see Christine just smiling. Huge. She's like, yeah, it's ice. Like, it's like, you're just standing there going, is that even, it's not even, wow, that's getting heavy. You're like, it's only halfway full. Wow, that's the gulp. Just keep filling it. You're like, well, how much is this? You're like, it's 50 cents. You're like, really? It's like 9 2-liter bottles of soda. This is 50 cents. Yeah. Well, how much are the Fruit Loops? $12. You're like, I'm so confused, dude. Really, I don't get it. Okay. Didn't this cost a lot more? How is it? It's like 5-pound bag of ice in here. You've got like 9 2-liter bottles in there. You've got that and a Slim Jim. He's like $48.50. Well, how much was the soda? That was the 50. The Slim Jim was 48. Yeah. Really? Yeah. The Slim Jim's tucked in your pocket. You got both arms wrapped around the friggin' thing. They call it a big gulp. Yeah, I guess so. Can I get 2 straws? You want a second straw? Yeah, that's $9 for the second straw. Oh, okay, never mind.
In a wheelbarrow and take it out.
You're looking for the straw. There's this big, tall. You're like getting that big straw, jamming in there. You're like, okay. All right.
Can you imagine if that was a mixed drink?
I know. But that used to crack me up because you everything in there costs $1 million, but you walk in and you go, we got the super big gulp. You're like, well, what's that? That's that right there. You're like, that's a 55-gallon drum. That's $1.90. Yes. You're like, wait, okay. 9 kids are in the car going. You're like, they're all wired. You're like, did we just buy 490 ounces of Coke for $1.56, and we paid $12 for a little personal sized Fruit Loop? Really? Milk's $9 a gallon. It's like, well, why are they giving away the soda? Doesn't everybody rip you off for the soda?
Reverse logic, I guess.
I know. I loved it when I went in there once. I went, I'm just going to get this ice. And they're like, that's $4. You're like, wait, we charge for the cup. And you're like, wait a minute.
They charged you $4 for the cup.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, hold on. So I can get the ultra giant super, who in the world could possibly drink this for $2, but the cup's $4. Yeah, we charge for the cup and the lid and the straw. I was like, well, how much for half a cup? I tear it in half. Well, are you serious? They charge for the cup. It's like,
wow. Oh, wow.
Okay. I love when they go, it's got free refills. You're like, I'm not bringing a 55-gallon drum back in here. I don't have those kind of emotional issues. Are there people actually who people do it all the time? You're like, they bring the cup back? Really? Have you seen that they have the big gulp cup? You know, you buy it, it's got the lid on it, and like, that's $14. You can fill it up forever. You're like, I'm not planning on coming back that way. I mean, do people like keep coming here or something? This place seems pretty stupid to me.
And on that note, we need to take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Morning Pepperoni Pizza. Hi. Are we done?
Hi.
Oh, we're back. Not
How are
done.
you guys doing? What's up? Talking about pepperoni.
Welcome back to Quickie with Mrs. B.
Did you have to read that? You just leaned down and read. Did you just have to read? Welcome to Quickie.
No,
oh wait. I almost messed up.
I turned on my clock.
Oh yeah, it's worked so far this way. Yeah. Okay. It's been great, hasn't it? 14 minutes later. Okay, you guys, see you later. It's been great. Yeah, we've done well with it.
Yeah, well, all this week we're trying to talk about the funny things in history, but squirrel.
These are all moments in history for us. So it's like got to talk about the 7-Eleven pizza. I mean, come on.
Pepperoni.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry, I had to clear my throat. Thursday?
No, that's the title, remember?
Oh.
Wow. Man, you are a special one. I will tell you that. Okay.
See, once again, you just have to tell your friends.
Isn't this part 2?
Make this up.
Isn't this part 2 of Wednesday?
I thought we're on Thursday. Oh no, we're on Wednesday.
Wow. So the name of the show is Where Are We? And she's like, oh, okay, where are we? Oh, we're on Thursday. No, we're not there, special one. Put your stirrups on there, princess. We're still on Wednesday. It's Burrito Wednesday, and we're talking about 7-Eleven, right?
Where am I?
Yeah. She ate a taquito from 7-Eleven and passed out. Well, I'm done.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Here's the next one for the weird and unusual facts of history.
Yeah.
That's Did you know in the 1920s, they made a watch that was loaded with little map scrolls?
Really?
Yes.
What did you do with it?
Well, like say you wanted to go to whatever city. Let's just pick a city for example. Let's say we wanted to go specifically someplace in New York City. You would look through the box with all the scrolls listed according to location, and then you'd put that scroll into your watch, your wristwatch, and then you would scroll till you got to where you wanted to
Can you
go.
imagine how small that'd be? Well, it says it's oh my word. You imagine me? I yell at everybody who has a smartwatch. Wait a minute. Because you do it all the time. You're sitting there putting your glasses on. And you're looking like, I can't see anything. And then you turn around and look at your watch. I'm like, well, how do you see that? She squints when she looks at the computer screen, people. She squints at the computer screen. Then she looks down at a 1-inch round watch and she can read everything. It's like, wait a minute. It's a giant monitor you can't see, but you can see the watch? How's that? She's like, oh, I'm getting an email. What? How do you read an email on that?
In text messages. And I'll tell you phone numbers if you're getting a phone call too.
Yeah. I can't. I mean, I looked at one once and went, that's just stupid. How can you see that?
Okay, so I gotta tell you, now that you said that, side note. So, as you know, Sam and I went and had dinner last night.
Oh, I'm very much aware of the goings on last night. Yeah.
And then we went to the bar and had happy time. Yeah. Happy hour, whatever you call it.
What's funny is she was driving, so she couldn't get drunk, but you did. She's like, "You want to go to the bar and I'll watch you get drunk?" Okay. All right. Sure.
Oh, yeah, I tapped my kid well, didn't I?
I'll have a Coke, and she wants, I don't know, a fifth of Jack.
So when we go to the bar, I sit there and go, "Oh, I don't know about this." I said, "I'll probably be the oldest person in the bar," because I thought she was taking me someplace where, well, she's 27. So I'm thinking 20, 30-year-olds, so, Yeah. So we get into the bar, and
Two old guys that are sitting there in the corner. They're like, "Celebrating my 85th birthday. Come on in, sit down."
It was kind of funny because it was about a mix of half and half of young people and old people. But you always could tell the young people versus the old people. Because when the young people were on their phone texting away, they just looked down at their phone and they start texting. When the old people had to text, we had to put on our glasses, look at our phone, and then do the text.
You know what I do? I just don't text. I just wouldn't text in the bar because I think something. I don't understand it nowadays. It's so crazy. I was at me and Amanda were at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there smiling at her, and we're talking back and forth, and I realize everyone's looking at us. and I look around, and I'm no joke. People are going, "Oh yeah, yeah." I mean, you're watching a lady going, "Yeah, no, yeah." She just starts looking at her phone. You're like,
yeah.
She was mid conversation with her husband, and he looks down, and he's on his phone. He's like, "Yeah, okay, all right." Yeah. And they're mumbling, and they're on their phones. And I'm looking around the restaurant. Everybody is on their phones. I'm going, I said to her, are we weirdos?
Yes.
I'm looking at the hot chick across the table from me going, "Man, how you doing?" "Oh, that's all." We're talking back and forth. I'm having a conversation with everybody else is on their phone. Mm-hmm. Where you used to walk into a restaurant and it was like, now it's like, "Hi. Well, this place is quiet. Oh, you're packed. Very quiet."
Yeah.
Everyone's on their phone.
There's not a lot of background noise.
No.
But there was a lot of background noise. People were conversing back and forth at the bar that we were at last night. But I'm just saying it was funny from time to time when people would, because I would say about 75% of the time people were talking and conversing back and forth with their friends at the tables that they were, sitting at and having their drinks. But for those couple of times where people were checking their phones, I found it funny because the older people, we have to put on glasses to see, where the younger ones just, pick up their phone and go, "Oh, okay."
I saw a guy do that once, and I remember I stopped him. You might never want to do that again. You might want to look at her face. And he looks at me with this hate in his eyes, and he looks at her. And then it's like she's got hate in her eyes. Apparently, he was on a date, and he goes, He goes, "Oh, I got to take this. I wouldn't do that again."
Yeah.
And he just looks at me. He just looks at me with this, "What's your price?" I said, "I look at her eyes and not do that again." And he looks at her. She's looking at him like, "Don't ever do that again." It's like, I mean, people don't think anymore. They're going, "You're not important, but this is." Okay, yeah. It's like, well, why don't I just go? I'll just leave.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed that people that people do that. I thought people were looking at her and I like we were weirdos. We weren't on our phones.
No. There was a lot of conversation happening, last night when we were at the bar, which surprised me because I thought, it was going to be like what you're saying, a lot of young people, they're going to be on their phones and stuff. But it turned out it was like half people like our age and the other half were like, right around Sam's age. And so it was kind of funny because it was a very weird blend, if you will.
Yeah.
You don't see that happening too often. But yeah, it was fun. It was interesting. Yep. Okay.
Last bar I went to, everyone made fun of me. I walked in, they were like, "What do you have is coffee." "He wants coffee." I was like, is that like a deal or whatever? He goes, well, usually if you want coffee, you get a table. Oh, okay. All right. So I got the coffee, went and sat down at the table. And then when I was all done, I walked up to him. I walked right up to the guy and said, well, normally people, when they want a tip, don't tell me to sit at the table or go away. So there'll be no tip. I just looked at him and smiled and walked out. I'm like, well, I don't even understand what. Why are they so rude?
They're definitely different.
Yeah, everything's weird now. I mean, you used to be, you went into the bar, you got whatever you wanted. You were going to pay $6 for a glass of soda. They're fine with that. You want a soda? Sure. When you're done drinking, you go, I'll have a coffee and a water. They charge you for that. It didn't really matter. Yeah. Now they're like, get out.
Yeah.
You're not drinking, get out.
And on that note, we got to get going.
Get out.
See you tomorrow.
We're not drinking.